you're awake. That's too bad. I was about to have so much fun. Hey, listen to me. You're okay. Unfortunately. I was beginning to think you weren't going to wake up. How are you feeling? Like you have the flu? That would be the drug that I gave you. To be honest, I thought it was going to be stronger. But that's fine. Well, now that you're here, I must introduce myself. My name is the Joker. And tonight, you and I are just going to be spending some time together here in Gotham City. I was doing some tests. I wanted to see if I found some new serum to take down the Batman. And you were going to be my first little subject. But of course you woke up. No matter. By the end of this, I will get what I want. How are you feeling? No worries. I've got you covered. What's your name? Yeah. Well, you see, here in Gotham, they don't care about people like you, or even me, frankly. All they want to do is just plan their little itty-bitty schemes and get what they want. Their planners. Dent. Gordon. Just planning. And see, when everything goes according to the plan, nobody panics, because that's all according to the plan. But as soon as one guy with some clown makeup enters the shot, well, then everybody loses their minds. Introduce a little anarchy. And then everything becomes chaos. And I'm an agent of chaos. Now, I was hoping that we could do my experiments with you unconscious, as I'm very considerate, but it seems like that painkiller has ran out. So it looks like we'll have to do this with you awake. Always important to sanitize. So tell me a little about yourself. You have a wife and kids. And what's their names? Hey, listen to me. You're gonna want to tell me their names. I mean, I'm gonna find out one way or another. Yeah. Otherwise, I may have to give you these scars. You want to know how I got him? just going to be taking a look at your jugular, okay? Just to make sure you can swallow. Now say, very good. So my father, he was a fiend. And one night, he comes back with a kitchen knife. Now, Mommy does not like that. Not one bit. So he goes to her laughing as he does it. Sorry, I'm just going to check up here on your tongue. And he says, why so serious? Laughing as he does it. Why so serious? Comes to me with the knife. Let's put a smile on that face. He does this. See? Pretty cruel of him, if you ask me, but I understood the joke. Okay, just a little longer. You're doing so good. Now, I have your charts here. The hospital was very kind enough to give me them. So I'm just going to run through and ask you a couple of questions, okay? What's your date of birth? By the way, I'm just lying there. There's nothing written on this piece of paper. I just wanted to get to know you a little more, if that's okay. So, your date of birth. Go. That's correct. And what's your address? And tell me a little bit about your pre-existing medical conditions. You got any? They never told me what was mine at Arkham. Now, what's your easiest form of contact? Email or phone? And just tell me a little bit about your social credit security number. What is your last name? Right. Very good. Let's see here. And can you tell me where you work at the moment? Well, thank you. Hey, I know, you're a little scared, but there's no reason to be. We're just asking a couple questions here. You're doing so well. Okay, well now that I've asked you some questions, I'm just gonna perform a series of little itty bitty tests on you, just to make sure that you are the perfect candidate for what I'm looking for. Shall we begin? Yes, I take sanitization very, very seriously. So you can appreciate that I am being very professional. Okay. So, first thing I'm gonna do is just administer a toxin. Now this toxin may make you feel a little drowsy. But there's nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. It's very good for you, actually. Now, if you can just open your mouth. Very good, 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 good. Just going to. And just swallow that. Hey, you're going to want to swallow that. It's good for you. Very good. Now, that'll just take a few moments to be administered into your digestive system. Next thing I'm going to do is just test your hearing. I might have stolen this from a children's hospital. It's from a children's hospital. Don't tell them. So this is just a little itty-bitty tuning fork. And I'm just going to ask if you can hear the sounds that it makes. So just listen. Did you hear that? Just one more time. Yeah, you may be deaf, but that's okay. I'm not going to judge you. I'd say I'm hardly perfect myself, to be honest. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I need to borrow a few teeth. So if you can just stay still right there. I just need you to open your mouth. I'm just going to just take a few of your teeth. It shouldn't hurt at all. We used that painkiller before, remember? Just plucking those teeth. Very good. Very good. You're doing so well. Can I just say? Can I tell you a story? It's pretty looking at some gangbangers. When something like, I walked inside and they were having some sort of meeting. And I went like, aha, a he, a ho, aha, and I thought my jokes were bad. And I said to them, how about a magic trick? This one was really good. I said, I'm going to make this pencil disappear. And then, it was gone. So was his head. They got me a suit. And I said to them, it wasn't cheap. You want to know? You bought it. I said to them, to wind the clocks back a year. I mean, I'm just gonna check your eyes, by the way. None of these cops and lawyers would have dared cross any of them. So I had to ask them what happened. Did balls drop off? See a guy like me? A guy. Look, listen. I know why you choose to have your little group therapy sessions out in broad daylight. I know why you're scared to go out at night. The Batman. You see, Batman has shown Gotham your true colors. As for Dent, he's just the beginning. And that's what the so-called television's plan. Batman has no jurisdiction. Squeal. And I know the squealers when I see them, and well, I told them it was simple. To kill the Batman. I'm not crazy. No, I am not. Look, listen, if we don't deal with this soon, our little gamble over there won't be able to get a nickel to save his grandma. And that didn't make him too happy. I said, let's not blow things out of proportion. So I gave them my card to give me a call when they're wanting to take things a little more seriously. Haven't heard back from them since, to be honest. You win some, you lose some, I guess. Just gonna scan your face here. Just look for any imperfections. Mine was pretty perfect, wouldn't you say? And just look right into the light, please. I'm checking for, like, pupil dilation, I think they call it. Just making sure you're still alive, frankly, to be honest. So I'm just going to check to see if your pupils are dilating. Making sure you're still awake. Very good. And just the other one now. Can you go ahead and just tell me how many fingers I'm holding? is not a finger. Try again. And how about now? Very good. 4. Very good. You're quite smart. I don't say that often. Okay. So now I'm just going to be checking your heart rate. I want to make sure that you're not going to go into cardiac arrest. I need you a little longer. Don't worry, I swear I am trained. I'm going to just place this on your heart and just take a little listen, okay? I think I can hear a pulse. Very good. Listen a little closer over here. Okay. I think you're fine. Now that we've checked everything, you seem to be a suitable candidate. So I'm going to just open this up. I even got a fresh kit just for you. Make sure you feel nice and comfortable. So the first thing I'm going to do is just pluck a few eyebrows. Don't worry, not the lashes, just the brows. Give you a little pedicure. Your eyebrows are a little uneven. So I'm just going to lightly pluck, 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 pluck your eyebrows. Pluck, 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 pluck. And the other one. Pluck, 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 pluck. Very good. You're starting to get a monobrow right in the middle there. Just plucking that out. Very good. Very good. You're doing so well. You should be very proud of yourself. I know I would be. Okay. So I'm just going to cut a few little hairs. A few little strands of hair that are poking out. So I'm just going to snip it, snip it, snip it, snip it. You're doing fine. Oh, very sorry. I must have nicked your chin. Stay right there. Yeah, I'll do it. take a look at your skin here. Do some face needling. Just stay very still. I won't poke into you. Very good. How do you feel? Yeah. I gotta say, you're looking amazing. Oh, I'm not one to humor. You know I'm telling the truth. So next up, I think, just going to grab out here a set of pliers. I'm just going to now pluck out a couple eyelashes, just a few. Hey, you're fine. You're doing so good. Just give you a second to recuperate there. I know that it might be a little painful. Hey, you want to see a magic trick? I have a deck of cards here. See, they're all different. Okay. So, what I'm going to get you to do in this deck, I just want you to choose one of these cards, okay? Any card from this deck. So what I'll get you to do is just say stop. Somewhere as I shuffle through the cards, just say stop, whatever. Right there. Remember this card. You got it. It goes somewhere in the deck. You can shuffle. Shuffle the cards. Maybe want to know something crazy. Let's get a little crazy. One card in this deck is actually a different color. Your card, the Joker. make some sort of potion out of it. Didn't really work out too well. That's a joke. Hey, that's a joke. Just relax. We're just here to have a good time. I know it's Halloween nearly, so I wanted to give you something special. I got a few gifts. Well, it's the least I could do for you giving me some of your time. Can I show you? It's a little jack-o'-lantern. Something to decorate your house. Maybe place it somewhere meaningful to you. I'm not sure what happened to his eye, but some more decorations. And some Halloween ornaments with tingles somewhere. Where are you going to go for Halloween is? I would go as the Joker, personally. Can I tell you another story? One time, I was locked up. It was quite funny. This was the time I met the Batman. Firstly, I was accused of doing something that I had never done. Anyways, so, in the interrogation room, cuffed, and a detective comes in. He said, Harvey Dent never made it home. Well, of course not. I was right there. I asked him, who'd you leave him with? Your people. Assuming, of course, they were even still his people and not Maroons. And then I asked him, what's the time? Because, depending on the time, he could have been in one spot or several. He thought he was being very cool. So I called him out in the good cop, bad cop routine. And then that bat came in, took my head and slammed it. I told him, never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy. You can't feel the next. See? He said, you wanted me, here I am. I said that I wanted to see what you do. You didn't disappoint. You let 5 people die. And then you let them take your place. Even for a guy like me, there was cold. And he said, "Where's Dent?" I told him those mobfuls wanted him gone so they could protect the way things were. But I know the truth. There's no going back. He had changed things forever. He thought I wanted to kill him. I said, "What would I do without you?" Go back to ripping off mom dealers? No. No. See, I told him that you completed me. He said that I was garbage who kills for money. I said, "Don't talk like one of them. You're not." Even if he liked to have been. See, to them, he was just a freak. Like me. They need you right now, but when they don't, I'll cast you out. Like a leper, see their morals, their code. It's a bad joke. Trapped at the first sign of trouble. They're only as good as the world allows them to be. Listen, I'll show you when the chips are down. These civilized people, they'll eat each other. See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve. And at that moment, he went crazy. And he had to choose. And he did. And of course he was wrong. Well, it's looking like you just may not be the patient that I needed. Seems like those antibiotics aren't working how they're supposed to. That's a shame. Looks like all those drugs weren't working. I may have to send you back to where I found you, but before I do, what are your goals? What do you plan to be in the city? Yeah. Well, that's very admirable. We need more people like you in this city. Otherwise, people go crazy. Well, it seems like you just might not be that candidate after all that I needed. Boo-hoo. When I try planning things, it all goes according to chaos. No matter. We're gonna have to send you back now. But before we do, I'm gonna have to make sure you can remember how you got here in the first place. So I'm gonna have to administer something small here. This spray will make you unconscious. that